Alright guys, so this is going to be a different type of video. It's going to be a theory.
Film theory.
Nah, just kidding, but it's going to be a theory. And the theory is, how did Captain America survive being frozen in ice for nearly 70 years? Like, is he like a bear to where he hibernates or something? Like, that doesn't make sense. And even if he could survive that cold, could his age stop like aging or whatever? And then start aging again when like he gets unfrozen or whatever? Anyway, well, today we'll be figuring that out. So without further ado, let's get right on into it. Well, first, when I was researching for this video, I found this article by Screen Rant, and it stated that the official scientific explanation offered by Marvel is that what happened to Steve Rogers is similar to how frogs would hibernate. Apparently, the high amounts of glucose generated by his liver create a protection that thickened his blood but didn't freeze it. Since Cap's blood wasn't frozen, he was able to survive in the ice for decades. So I guess that explains it, how he survived the cold. So he's like a frog. Imagine a frog like Captain America. Okay, now that we got that answered, I still want to know how he stopped his age and then restarted after he got out of the ice. Now, I read an article on funadvice.com, and there were about 10 answers to the question, but I think this answer sums it up the best. You do age in the same way that dead people do. If you are frozen, you are dead. Think of all the dead people in the world. Their bodies have age, causing them to decompose. The ice is the only thing keeping the body from doing that. So yes, you still age. The second one, you still age 618, not 18. You may have the body of an 18-year-old, you maintain the same body as with the first one, but you are on the earth or living or around, however you want to phrase it, for 618 years. Think of it this way. If you take a book printed in 2000 and put it in plastic covering, then in a glass case and bury it, then have someone dig it up in the year 2021. The book will be 121 years old, even if it isn't alive. It still exists. It hasn't decomposed or disintegrated. Maybe if a dead body disintegrates after a period of time, it is no longer aging because it no longer exists. But as long as you exist, you age. So yeah, I guess that I saved Steve Rogers from dying. So now let's review the reason he survived in the ice. It's because he is like a frog and the glucose was so high that his liver did something and his blood thickened to where he was fine. But that still doesn't make sense. I mean, using a cold water survival time calculator, I calculated that where he crashed off in the southern coast of Greenland, that the water is -2 degrees Celsius. You should only survive 34 minutes in the water, so he should have died. But let's chop this up to, the super soldier serum, and that made him a ripped beast. So yeah, and the reason his aging stopped was because he was frozen and his body didn't decay. So yeah, that's the conclusion. And forgot to mention this, but the whole video idea comes from the second Captain America movie, Captain America and the Winter Soldier. And if you haven't seen it, you should check it out. But yeah, hope you enjoy it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.